Well, hello, folks. Pushed the wrong button. And welcome back to Ranking of the Shmups. We've kind of took a couple weeks off there to play some just random games, and last week we played some different random games of a bootleg variety. And what is with... That must just be a coincidence. Anyhow, we are finally back, and the list, as you can see, we have 47 games on here, all the way up from the top of the list with Battlemania Daiginjo, and all the way down at the bottom with Xenon 2 Mega Blast. And I mentioned this before. I don't know if I mentioned it in one of these videos, but yeah, played the Game Boy version of Xenon 2, and kind of better than the Genesis game. So, who knows? Maybe the original is actually a classic. Game Boy one was a little slower, had a little less going on the screen. That kind of ended up working in its favor. But that's not what we're here to play today. Today we are here to play a game called Crossfire, and I don't know a whole lot about this one. For the longest time I've had a game called Super Airwolf on my list that I just assumed was Japan exclusive, and while I was looking it up right before streaming, I found out, no, there was actually a North American version. It was released under a different name over here, and it's possibly connected to the TV show originally, or the movie, or the whatever. There was a thing called Airwolf that I was too young for, and I have no real memories, let alone nostalgia for. But yeah, this is the sequel. It was called Super Airwolf in Japan. They could not get the Airwolf license over here, so they just called it Crossfire. And I can't think of a third way to restate that. So we're going to jump right on in. I really don't know a whole lot about this game. I watched the attract mode, and there was some interesting things popped up, but I truly don't know what to expect. So let's just jump over here and fire this up. I'd have to turn the volume down a little bit. Sorry about the flashing. Okay, yeah. Rapid is on, that's always good. Shot, bomb, turbo. Okay. Billy, they have decided you and Black Eagle to return to battle again. We want you to rescue the hostages who were captured and taken to the enemy hideout. We will pay the guaranteed fee if you make a success. Which hideout are you going to raid? Make your selection. Well, we should probably start with A. Please select which hideout you are going to charge. Okay, yeah, the one with the lowest reward is probably the easiest, so we'll start there. Sorry, just gotta bring up the chat window so I can see what I'm doing. The animation of this guy talking is, "Hope you make a success. Good luck." Okay, so we have Valken and Machine Gun, Hurricane, Call 1, Turbo 1. Okay. Oh, okay. I just need to confirm, I guess. I'm going to Guatemala. Okay, that's turbo. I probably shouldn't have used that right away. And that's bomb. How's the sound? I might have turned that down more than I needed to. Yeah, this is real quiet for some reason. There. Well, that stealth bomb... What? Captain, I may have made a failure. And we barely started, so there's no reason to use a continue. They really want you to hear the whole game over song. Okay, I didn't catch all of this first message. They have decided to have. Okay. That talking animation is unsettling. Okay, let's try to make a success this time. Here in Guatemala. Well, they certainly get points for style. Well, those bullets are a little flickery. Makes them a bit hard to see. Well, we got our P this time. It's no total plan, but it feels like that's what they're aiming for. Well, I was not expecting this. I was kind of expecting this. I kind of saw this on the attract mode. I'm really honestly not sure where to stand. Like, I don't want to start including like a bunch of top-down running guns on the list. I suppose I could if people really wanted. I guess it's fine here where it's... Yeah, and you can sort of hop up the walls. Or hop up wherever. Yeah, and the stuff I blew up with the helicopter seems to still be destroyed. Alright, that was this. Okay. Alright, that's good. Thanks. And the parallax on the foreground objects is a nice touch. Your bullets kind of swerve around. Oh, okay. Well, I found a hostage, and I put him in my inventory. Is this just the same stage with different aircraft? Is that thing good or bad? Okay. And now the aliens from Xevious are attacking us. I got him, that's that. Good job. It's a promise. Let me pay the guaranteed fee. Which hideout are you going to raid? Make your selection. Let's go with this one. Hope you make a success. Good luck. Are you going to buy? Please make your selection. Black Eagle Arms or Billy Arms? Shot Bomb Body. Well, I guess that's that. Alright, now we're going to Cuba. Oh, we're getting teased now. And oh, turbo. Okay, so we got more turbos. The flickering on those bullets is a real problem. I have no idea how to fight those. I like the idea of that part. Right? Like the idea that... Oh. Oh. Ah, that's why. Okay. You know, the idea, like, you fly over the base and you sort of shoot at it from the air before dropping down, and the stuff you took out stays destroyed. That's a cool idea. This guy can really jump, too. And he explodes when shot. Alright, so it seems like if you hit those turrets from far enough away, they don't shoot back. He really does, yeah. That one tire had it coming. Okay, he leaves early if I push the button again. I got like 2 more of these. Do they work indoors? Can't imagine they would. It's a real feast for the ears. Oh. Yeah, so as I mentioned before you got here, Boneless Chicken, this game, in Japan, this game was called Super Airwolf, and I believe it was like a sequel to an arcade game that was like based on the Airwolf license. So that's probably where they're kind of going with the, like, you know, you fly the helicopter, then you infiltrate the base, and then you do all of that stuff. I gotta rescue the hostages who were captured and taken to the enemy hideout, and they will pay the guaranteed fee. Alright, well, I haven't seen C yet, so we'll go there. And he hopes we make a success. In Panama. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what the difference between normal and easy is as of yet. Gotta watch out for those sideways flying planes. Same number continues. I guess it'll be easier to tell when I get back to playing one of the other two stages. Seems like you need to get all three of those pickups in order to collect whatever the power-up was. Which, kind of begs the question of why are there three of them? A little spread on these guns would have gone a long way. Okay, yeah, try to get as many of those cannons as we can, so that we don't have to jump 20 feet in the air to shoot at them. Yeah, it's a good thing those polite bad guys don't chase after you, because I can't turn around. I don't think they meant for that barrel to provide cover, but it worked. And those helicopters are just determined to stay on the screen as long as they can. At least they do stop shooting. Okay, that guy... Well, no, he's coming back. Well, start over. Itchy eye. There, okay. I guess if I had to sum this up, which I will in about 10 minutes, I would call this kind of underbaked. Like, there's a lot of ideas here, and it seems like none of them got the amount of time they needed. And why did that plane just leave and come back? Oh, here's another one. Or is that the same one? I can't tell. Yeah, that was the game on easy. Let's go back to Guatemala. See if we can tell the difference between easy and normal if we go back to stage 1. I guess there is technically also like a like a shop system in this, so maybe you are just supposed to have purchased better weapons by the time you get to later stages. Just wasn't swift enough to get out of the way of those very slow-moving bullets. And that guy just kind of drives off. Am I coming back? I'm still here. What happens if I call one of these in while I'm underground? Oh yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Okay. I don't like wasting my turbo. I don't like wasting my turbo like that, but it seems like there's not a whole lot of other options for grabbing those power-ups before you get sideswiped. And the little Xevious enemies show up. I don't know that I've ever played Ikari Warriors. I know I saw the arcade version back in the day. With the rotary joystick and all that. Well, okay, at least we made a success. Good job. It's a promise. Yeah, so there's one last thing I do want to check out before I call it here. We cannot afford any of these. Oh my. What about these? Oh, wait, we had enough money for one bomb. Or is that a different kind of bomb? I guess we'll... Alright, we'll see what Typhoon does. It seems to be the only thing we can afford. Oh, well, look at that. It's a different bomb that's also kind of ineffective. Yeah, I think I watched Jeff Gerstmann play the NES Ikari Warriors. He seems to like it a lot, so there's that, I guess. Okay. So this goes below the curse line. Like I said, and I believe like you said in chat as well, that game feels a little underbaked. Feels like they could have spent a little more time. Just it's not polished is really the big thing, and I'm kind of back and forth on to whether to acknowledge the amount of ambition here, because like it's got like the 3 different gameplay modes, you know, and I mean the coolest one is the one where you kind of swoop down and you just shoot at the stuff before doing the on foot section, so that you can kind of knock some of it out before you run in. That's a really neat idea. That's probably the best idea the game's got. I do like the funny translation. That probably shouldn't be a point in its favor, but make a success is quite an amusing statement. But at the same time, there's other things like enemy projectiles that flicker. That's just unacceptable. Completely. And so yeah, we're looking down. We're going below Storm Grinder. We're into the territory of I would consider this a bad game region here, down in the sort of the bottom 5. And yeah, so It's still better than Xenon 2. It's still better than Bioship Paladin. It's not as good as Dangerous Seed. It's not as good as Whip Rush. Is it better or worse than XDR? It's worse than XDR. We're in here. And it's kind of got similar problems to these games where there are some good ideas. It's very similar to Battle Squadron, actually, in that there are a lot of interesting and unique ideas, and everything just feels like it needed more time, it needed more balance, it needed more just more playtesting, I think. But is it as bad as Battle Squadron? Well, I mean, yes, but is it worse? That's what I meant to say. I think with a lot of the games and like the sort of lower kind of bottom 10 of the list here, I can kind of see a version of this that would have been good if they had made like just a handful of tweaks. But this isn't as good as Battle Squadron. That is a weird statement to say. It feels strange hearing those words come out of my mouth, but no, this goes... Fire. Slash... Do I want to bother? Super Airwolf. And I think what pushes it at the end of the day is that Battle Squadron has a somewhat competent power-up system. And yeah, that's kind of where this game sort of falls down. Well, I mean, in comparison. And yeah, so just really... just really needed more time, I think. And so, with that, we now have 48 games on the list. This was a curious one because this one kind of, there were non-shmup parts of this game, and that's kind of... And there are definitely games that are kind of on the border of, is it a shmup, is it not a shmup, that I sort of haven't decided whether I'm including them or not. There's a game called Gadget Twins that I keep going back on. There's another game called Granada that I keep going back on. Either way, we're getting close to the end of my list. And I keep my eyes peeled just in case there's something that I missed. But, yeah. But yeah, indeed. So let's check over here to see if our good buddy Benjamin Rivers is streaming. It looks like he's still streaming Infinity Nikki. Between you and me, I think that game's kind of boring. But whatever, we're still hanging out with a friend. And I will be back tomorrow night with some more live music. And I will be back on Saturday night with some music production and, more exciting music news and music-related projects to be to come. Of course, announced a new album this afternoon. But, yeah, so in the meantime, we're just going to hop on over here. And thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me and doing all the fun stuff. And I do hope to see you next time.